Hey, it's Mr. Bass, and today I've got a product from Monsterbass. I know the MB may throw you off. You may think that's Mr. Bass. No, it's Monster Bass. And this is the unboxing of the multi-species box from Monster Bass. And the multi-species box is my favorite box, my favorite Monster Bass box. I've subscribed to and tried quite a few of their products, quite a few of their subscription boxes, and I like this one the best. As you can see on the screen, this box costs $35.99 a month. Why do I like the multi-species box? Well, mostly because you get a great variety with this box. You get bass lures, and I'm primarily a Mr. Bass, primarily a bass fisherman. But I do love my pond hopping and going to the lake for crappie and bluegill and other panfish. Every once in a while, I'll go chase some trout, some walleye, a few other species like that. And the beauty of the multi-species box is you get lures that you can use across the whole gamut. So that's why I like it. And lately, the multi-species box has been even better than it has in the past. I haven't gone through this one this month yet, so who knows? We'll see if it if it matches the other boxes. Last month's box was off the charts great. Okay, so first up, we've got a chatterbait, and this is the Cfl Chatterbait. That's interesting. This is a partnership with Z-Man and Freedom Tackle. And if you've ever looked at any of Freedom Tackle's products, they do a lot of swing head sort of lures. And so you will notice, I'll just take this out because I'm familiar with this chatterbait. You'll notice that this is one of the only chatterbait brand chatterbaits out there that the blade does what the blade does. It's always done that. It's always been attached directly to the head, the jig head. But what makes this one different is the jig head attached to the hook swivels. Can you see that? This is kind of Freedom Tackle's claim to fame. A swivel head. So normally this hook's attached into the head, the jig head, and doesn't move. On this particular chatterbait, you've got action at the blade in the head, and then the head and the hook. This also has a pretty unique bait keeper compared to normal chatterbaits. Pretty stout, pretty pointy. And then, this is a decent chartreuse green pumpkin skirt. See what they call that color. They call it green pumpkin truce. So there you go. The Chatterbait CFL, a bladed football jig that wobbles. So not bad, little unique product. Whoa, holy moly. Then they've got another chatterbait in here as well. Oh yeah, that's right. This is part of the Z-Man takeover box. That's why there's more than one in here. Okay, makes sense. So on the bass lures, I'm guessing they're all going to be Z-Man because the normal bass boxes at Monster Bass this month are all Z-Man takeover boxes. And then it looks like on the crappie and panfish lures, they have other brands in there. So this has fast become one of my very favorite chatterbaits. It's the cross-eyes chatterbait. And what makes it different is it's got a wire weed guard, 2-strand wire weed guard right here that really makes this, as it says in the package, the snag resistant bladed jig. As you know, a chatterbait does not do well around timber. It does great around grass, but you put it around a lay down, tree limbs, you're going to get this sucker hung up. So these little wires on this wire weed guard really helps prevent that. It doesn't eliminate it completely, but it definitely is a big improvement. This is a great chatterbait. It's called the Cross Eyes, and this color is black and blue, 3/8 of an ounce. Okay, let's just go ahead and look at the rest of the Z-Man, and then we'll go through the panfish baits. Okay, the Razor Shads. This is a nice little swim bait. Black blue laminate is the color, and this makes a good bladed jig trailer, among other things. So definitely a great product. And then the Goat. The Goat is a flipping bait. This is hot snakes. Interesting thing about the Goat, though, like many flipping baits out there, you can put this on the back of a chatterbait as well if you want something a little different. If you do, I would pull the legs apart. As you can see, they're joined. I would pull those apart if I were going to put it on a chatterbait. This hot snakes color is kind of nice. Green pumpkin on that side. And then a little bit of, what would you call that? Green pumpkin candy, maybe? And then you get a little chartreuse there along the edges and down on the flappers. So the Goat is a great bait and pretty nice. This is 3 3/4 inches long. Comes in a 4-pack. There's 4 of them in here. Okay, so that's all the Z-Man products in the multi-species box. Now, if we go look at the Panfish Lures, they've got 3 packs of soft plastics. You've got many times they will have some sort of a big bite baits product in it, which I'm perfectly fine. I love big bite baits. This is called the Bug Series Cricket. That is black. They've got a Yum grub, 1.5 inch grub, and this is lemon. And from Different Breed Lures, they've got another basic grub in here as well. Shad scented. They don't tell you the color, but it's blue and pink. And that looks a little longer than 1.5 inches. That's, 2.5 inches or so. Then they have some jig heads that you could put any of those 3 baits on. These are also big bite baits jig heads. So obviously the big bite baits crickets would go on there. The grubs would go on there. Any of those would work. And this is a 1/32 of an ounce. It's a 10-pack, pink with black eyes. Little jig heads. Last thing in the box is a 2-pack Roadrunner, 1/16 of an ounce. This is a color that I throw a lot when I'm fishing for crappie. Kind of a red head, although it's really more of an orange head, with a big chartreuse marabou skirt. Lots of little action in the water. And then, of course, what makes the Roadrunner very effective is the little Colorado blade under there, giving it a little bling bling. Great baits for your panfish. What else they got in here? Well, they got their flyer. Got Kyle on the front there. That's always fun when you get your picture on. And Kyle on the back. And golden ticket. If you tune into the Monsterbass live stream on Thursday nights and you subscribe to any of their boxes, you will get a golden ticket. He'll call out the golden ticket number. And if he calls your number, you're a winner. And he gives away some great prizes. And let's see. The other thing they got in here is just a little card talking about the Z-Man Takeover. And they give you a 25% off code for all Z-Man products over at the Monsterbass store. Very nice. And they also have a Monsterbass sticker. Okay, so not a bad box by any means. You get your sticker. You get 3 Panfish soft plastic baits. You get your road runners. You get your jig heads. Your cross-eyes chatterbait. The goat. The razor shads. And the chatterbait CFL. Very nice box. Love to think, I would love to see in the comments what you thought of the box. If you used any of the baits in the box, I'd love to hear your opinion about that. If you're interested in Monsterbass, just go over to monsterbass.com and check them out. I think you'll enjoy their boxes. And they've always got a lot of deals. They're pretty aggressive on sales and deals like that on their store. Hope this was helpful and informative. If so, please subscribe to the Mr. Bass channel. Hit that like button. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when I'm posting the next video, or more importantly, when I'm having another live stream event. Because every time I have a live stream, I give away a ton of free tackle. In fact, we had 2 Mr. Bass boxes that we gave away last Saturday in the live stream, plus about 10 other premium lures. It was a great time, ton of fun. We play on that wheel right there, spin to win. It's a lot of fun. Check out the Spin to Win show every Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. And until next time, this is Mr. Bass.